And now, direct from sunny Florida, where it's always nice here, we're going to talk to Reverend Jim. Well, if I don't get eaten by some kind of animal or something. So let's go see what Reverend Jim is doing inside at the First Church of the Apehangers in the sanctuary. So here's Jim.
Here we are, and it's Sunday. Sunday's Cool with Reverend Jim. And the basis of this whole thing at the First Church of the Apehangers today is to get with all you people that go to different bike shows and stuff and ooh and ah about the blue bike that has shiny, sparkly paint versus the people that actually pay attention to the details. That's what we're going to do today. On every judging sheet, somewhere on that sheet, there is a category for the judge to look at the electrical. Now, when you look at the electrical, there are tons of different ways to do it. You can take a whole bunch of wire, string it together with a zip tie, wire, and this is only half of what we got. We got another whole big thing over there. There's striped wire, red wire, 18 gauge, 22, whatever wire you want. And you don't just clip the end with a pair of these and then twist it together with a electrical nut from Home Depot. No. These are all cabinets with all different kinds of, this one's got fuses and cutters, and this one's got every friggin' junction thing you got. And look at here, even home stuff. This does not go on your bike. Ever, right? Same with these. It's great for tying wires around, but if you're building a custom bike, they're not used for assembly. That's why you weld the brackets on. That's why you pay attention to those details. Now, when you're going to wrap wire, there's a variety of different ways too. This stuff here is large loom heat shrink. You put it over the wires and it'll shrink right down. And you can see that this one is flat because it came on a roll. These different sizes, they came out of a big box like this here, and I have a whole big box of different sizes. And it's nice because it's already straight and you don't have to fight the wire. So any judge looking at it is going to love that stuff because you went to the time to put the heat shrink on. Now, there's also this stuff. And this stuff here is kind of cool in that it's an old school braid. And when you use it, you'll see that it can be expanded. You slide your wires if you want them just naked in there, or you can heat shrink them first so that you have some black behind it, but it gives it a real finished look. You'll notice how sharp the end is. Well, that's because it's cut. If you just take that and push it, you'll see it start to fray. So what you do is you take a little piece of the heat shrink, whatever size you need, put it over the end, and then when you melt it, this will never fray. You push this end into the frame and it looks like you have braided wiring, which is also very cool. Now we'll talk to the judges. If you're not looking at this stuff, then don't judge. The next part about installing all of this stuff is how do you cut it? Now, you can snip it off of the roll there with a pair of these little super sharp clamps. You trim the end, not with a razor blade or this, right? You can get strippers like this, which are good for the novice or the guy that's just putzing around. Or you can go and buy one of these. It will strip it the same length every time without harming the hose. Professional, guys, professional. Then you have clamping tools. Different clamps for the right kind of connector. Now when you go to apply this, you don't apply it with a lighter. Go get yourself a heat gun. That's what it's for. Correct tools. And I can tell you when you put it on a ladder, because this is all melted. Don't melt the stuff. Do it correct. Last but not least, this is the enemy. Understand me? The enemy. This is electrical tape. I had to go and buy this piece, not because I was going to use it on my electrical, but because look at how tight of an edge you can cut out a braided cloth hose with electrical tape, this end. versus that fray. This will never get into the end of your real AN connectors, which is what you should be using. This is for roadside repairs or tying up your old lady, if she's into that kind of stuff. My wife, not so much. I have big wire ties for that. So, a little clue there on how bike shows are supposed to be judged. All this crap, do the right thing, detail your bike. Wires, wires, wires. I'm Reverend Jim. Hope that helped you out. Power to America. That's it. I love America. You better too. See ya.